million Tinder users looks like. This is what all the girls on Tinder looks like. And this is what all the guys on Tinder looks like. And then there's you. How did they do it, you ask yourself? Seeing all those couples, all those Instagram pics, all those love stories, it baffles you. It makes you angry. They got lucky, it's a rigged game. They were born with good genetics. They're not happy. I don't want a relationship anyway. I just don't have the time. I'm an introvert. I'm unlucky. Love?
Hi.
Getting married? That all seems like a distant dream. So as a last resort, you download Tinder because it's better this than nothing. You tell yourself, maybe this will be fun. Maybe you'll finally feel something. Maybe you'll find the one. Some hope with fancy photos and tactical pickup lines, they'll find love through sheer force. Others hope by filling a dad-shaped hole, they'll become confident and empowered. And the rest? They're falling down the spiral of loneliness, self-doubt, depression or divorce, desperate to feel that spark they felt before. You look for quick fixes, you look for apps to find love, because deep down you're living a life of quiet desperation. But meanwhile, all you really want is someone to laugh with, someone to share those memories with. And you don't have long until it's too late. But as the months and years go by, you come to a harsh realization. Those dreams you had of meeting that girl, traveling around the world, escaping your virtual reality, having your own family, they'll forever remain that way. Just dreams. Nothing more, nothing less. Tinder is creating the biggest psychological and technological change in human society. And you're on the losing side of it. But what if I told you, you were wrong? What if you didn't have your emotions cut up and sold back to you for a profit? What if you didn't have to turn to Tinder? What if you didn't have to always send messages grasping at straws? What if you didn't have to abandon those dreams you had of traveling the world with that girl or having a happy family? By the end of this video, you will understand there's a side to the coin that you're not being shown. But I warn you, the road is tough. Dating apps are a multi-billion-dollar industry. They are profiting from your loneliness and doing everything they can to keep it that way. Their main goal is to reprogram your mind to think that you need an app to date, that you need the next swipe and the next match, all whilst giving them billions and leaving you more alone and isolated. The road out of the online dating world is becoming harder by the day, but at the end of this road lies relationships beyond what you thought you could attain. At the end of that road lies the ingredients for a healthier, happier, and more socially connected life. "52% of 18 to 24-year-olds and 13 million 30 to 44-year-olds are on Tinder. At the same time, the number of single adults in the US and many other nations is unprecedented, with reports estimating that 1 in 4 people will be single for their entire life. Why? Truth is, the media and society have a habit of telling you that being single is empowering, that being atomized is healthy, that not having children is stopping climate change, that Tinder is helping you, that Tinder is changing dating for the better, and that Tinder is empowering. The question is, have you bought into these ideas? In the longest study on what makes a good life, they found loneliness is the biggest indicator of a shortened lifespan.
It turns out that people who are more socially connected to family, to friends, to community are happier, they're physically healthier, and they live longer than people who are less well connected.
All religions since the dawn of man have known this. Taoism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, Islam, Christianity, paganism. But instead, our society will tell you that long-term relationships and meaningful lives can be found on apps like Tinder. Society tells you being alone is a virtue, to abandon monogamous relationships for the toxic hellscape of online dating. And that's when you might take the bait and trust these new ideas in your head. Maybe you should get Tinder, maybe it's worth it. Everyone else is doing it, maybe that's the only way. And that is when you become blind to the traps that lie in wait. There are 3 traps on Tinder, and if you download Tinder, you will inevitably fall into one or more of these traps. The first trap, the self-help route. Now, I'm not talking about authentic self-help. I'm not talking about the people like Jordan Peterson, Joe Rogan, David Goggins or whatever. I'm talking about the world of dating gurus, dating forums and all the other quick fixes.
On my new train.
So you do your research, you watch all the dating gurus and fall down the rabbit hole of self-help. And after every self-help post that you read, after every self-help video that you watch, there is a shot of dopamine rushing through your brain. You go on and on using these texting games on Tinder girls. You race to get more of that dopamine rush every single time. The online dating world can put you under a massive illusion, the illusion of progress. After watching that video, you feel accomplished. After getting that match, you feel accomplished. You feel like you're moving closer to your romantic dreams. You're motivated by the matches, you watch the next video, read the next post. But it's only when you take a moment to pause and reflect,